ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
Oh my god.
So I'm entering. So two of my henchmen are there. So Aamir Khan enters in the middle of the rehearsal. One of my professors, she mentioned it on my Facebook account that I didn't expect a funny and a innocent and sweet guy like you playing a villainous role.
अरे शक है हमको कर देगी तावा मन करता है शौटुआ एक कन्या पे डाउटुआ मन करता है शौटुआ एक कन्या पे डाउटुआ
Hi everyone, this is Trupti Acharya and welcome to Purecast. Right now, I'm in Canada. It is 2:30 a.m. over here, and in India probably it is 12 p.m. The reason I'm telling you all this is because today is our first episode recording across continents with our most awaited guest, Mr. Bhaskar Jha, also known as Pardeep from Lapata Ladies. Hearty congratulations on your debut in a negative role, Bhaskar, and thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with us.
Thanks a lot for inviting me on this amazing podcast. And this is probably for the first time that I'm doing a podcast with an overseas friend, and really excited, and really I'm so happy that she is so dedicated that she's up at 12 like 2:30. I'm at a convenient space at my home, and she's also there. But waking till 2:30 a.m. for this podcast means a lot to me. And yeah,
You
thank you.
don't know, like ever since Nikhil introduced me to you, and ever
Yeah.
since that day, I'm just waiting for this. I've been telling to many of my other friends, like, have you watched Lapata Ladies? There is this guy, oh yeah, what an actor, no? Yeah, I'm gonna interview him. So
Oh, nice.
I was waiting for this day, and finally, I could not sleep. I thought I'll take a nap for a little bit, and I was like, okay, fine, no, I'm gonna wait for this moment, and finally, we are here. First, I was a little nervous myself too before I was getting onto this call. Everybody has a very different vibe, right? Some
Yeah.
people may be very serious, some people might be very friendly. So I did not know what I'm going to expect. And over the messages, you cannot judge a person, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was like, okay, let me just see.
I only look
So
bad and villainous
let's
in characters. But real life, I'm a very funny, jolly
chill
man.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, friends love me a lot in Mumbai. So
Yeah.
it's yeah, you can trust me on this. That yes, I'm a very funny and loving man.
100%. I totally agree.
Yeah,
Your friends might always feel, right? Like you're playing a negative role, but we can't take you seriously in real life.
yeah,
You have
definitely.
that
Actually,
kind of.
one of my professors, she mentioned it on my Facebook account that it was it was not. I didn't expect a funny and a innocent and sweet guy like you playing a villainous role, but you did it really well. So that was a compliment for me. But she was saying that, but you're as sweet as a person. But expecting you to be villainous was a real surprise. And I told her that yeah ma'am, because that is the thing which I'm doing right now. I love to making I love giving surprises to my people whom I love, whom I look forward to. So yeah, in that
100%.
ways, definitely this character helped me
Yeah.
to draw eyebrows. Oh my god, this guy was so different in real life, and in real life he is
Yeah.
so different. Yeah.
And when you go out in the public right now, do people
Hmm.
pursue as that negative role itself, or they see you as no, you are another human being?
Movie has changed my life. Obviously, I mean, as you mentioned, that people have started recognizing me as an actor. I mean, so that is really I mean, a very good experience that people are giving me surprises that oh my god, he's Pradeep. So I mean, I for me it is very I really enjoy that look. Oh my god, he's the same guy. So for every actor earns for it. He Every person who's doing acting wants his work or her work to be recognized. That is a thing which we always, I mean, money cannot buy anything. You do, you have plenty of money, but people don't, if people enjoy your work and they appreciate it, and they love you as an actor, then I think that is really, I mean, we definitely enjoy that experience. So I'm enjoying that. And right now, in terms of acting projects, few people have asked, oh my god, now you're flooded with so many of acting projects, I guess you must be very busy. I said I'm busy, receiving messages. I'm still getting messages that
Mhm.
I saw your character and I'm really enjoyed it and all that. But at the same time, few casting directors whom I have approached, or direct casting directors who they have approached me, they are approaching me for good characters now, in a
Mhm.
film or a web series. So I'm giving auditions for major characters now. And uh, though I'm still waiting for other projects, I'm still looking for more opportunities. I'm more hungry now. So that is the, I think
Yeah.
that answers your question. That the thing which has really changed in my life is that I have become more hungry. So I'm really enjoying the process. See, you are in Canada, I'm in India, but you approached me. It is not going to be an acting
100%.
project, but still I entertain, because I really love talking. I really love discussing about my project and all that. So in that ways, I'm really enjoying this process, because this was absent in my life. I'm not used.
Right.
In the initial conversation, I said I'm not used to giving. Every actor is not used to giving interviews, and
Right.
but really learning it day by day. And
Mhm.
few of my friends told me that, yeah, you're doing it really well, man.
And one thing I realized about interviews is if you take interview as job interview where it is stressful, then you don't know what to say.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if
yeah,
it is like a conversation, somebody is being very friendly, then it's just a normal talk with a friend.
yeah, yeah,
And
definitely.
also mentioning about you are hungry for more opportunities. Yes, you've got the taste of success, so why not, right? You worked with Kiran Rao and Aamir Khan. Aamir Khan is one of my favorite actors. Like I used to not watch a lot of movies before, but if it was his movies, I
Mhm.
definitely watch. How it is to work with that team. They are so much perfectionist, and I feel like they would also want each and every character to bring in that sort of result. So, how was your experience overall?
It was very friendly. The hospitality was really amazing, and the people around in the set, the crew members, every cast members, and including the direction team, production team, costume team, every person was where they were on the toes to deliver a brilliant output. Just to remind you that we did this movie in the time when the whole country and the whole world was hit by COVID, and we were doing it in the second lockdown time. So
Oh, really?
it was a time when I'll tell you, it was March 2022, because the day I auditioned for this character was my was a birthday at my home. And mm, so we were just having enjoying. And so that time, when I got the audition, I did the audition. I was really, I was not expecting this to happen, because in 2 days they were going to shoot this. And I really literally didn't believe my casting director Romil, who called me up. And one of my friends, Shivam Gupta, is a very famous casting director in India. And he suggested my name to him. And Ram Rawat and Romil, they both did the casting for this. And they called me up and they said that we are going to shoot in 2 days. And initially I believed that this is not going to happen, because in 2 days who is going to shoot, and a production like Amir Khan production. But things were going really literally haywire, because um, people were getting COVID positive, and few of the actors and the crew members were also getting, affected, and the schedule was getting affected. Everything was going haywire, and they literally was. And they called me up and they said we have to finalize this character, and I wasn't part of initial briefings, initial readings, and I literally landed on the set on 11th, and we started the shooting.
Wow.
So the life actually changed upside down for me, and the crew was really professional. They were up to the mark. They were on time every time. They were, at times we had the wrap up before time also, because the cinematographer was really professional. The whole team was really professional, and actually in such professional environment, you also feel it as a responsible actor, that yes, you have to also deliver things on time. You have to be on time. You have to take care of yourself, because doing it on time was the priority, but at the same time the priority was to keep yourself away from COVID. That was the
Right.
utmost thing. So you just need to be very decisive in terms of what you're eating. If you're meeting people, you need to sanitize your hands. You need to cover yourself every time. In the shots also, we used to wear masks. At times we didn't have time to remove it, so the camera person or the assistant used to come and barge in the set, and they said, please remove the mask, please remove the mask, and please wear it, please remove the mask. So it was a
Oh my
confusion after
God.
confusion, what to do, remove it and wear it.
Yeah.
And because the other actors who were also, it was a train scene. You must have seen the movie. In that initial train scene, the first scene
Oh
when the film
yeah.
opens up, it was so scary at that time, because moment someone
So crowded.
sneezes, yeah, it was crowded, and the one moment someone sneezes or does something, you can catch COVID. And
Yeah.
so we were so scared that, in a moment, if somebody feels that, oh my god, I'm feeling feverish, or I'm just coughing, the person used to come with a with a stick
Put
in his
in on your
hand
nose.
and put in your
Oh my
mouth
God.
and nose. Just do it
Oh
right
my
away,
God.
because we are
Oh
scared,
my.
and we used to
Yeah.
test ourselves 3 or 4 times a day. That was
Oh my
really
God.
horrible. But yeah, it was really an experience. We will tell our younger generation that, we are the
The COVID
Spartans.
wedge.
We are the Spartans.
Yeah. We are
We
the
actually
Spartans.
fought the battle with COVID,
100%.
and yeah, made the film like Lapata Ladies. I think
Oh my
this is
God.
going to be, this should be written in the history books. I
100%.
congratulate Kiran Rao and the production, Aamir Khan production, that we are Spartans. We have fought a battle, and we literally won it, because it's still trending.
To be honest, I just watched, first time I watched the movie month or two before I spoke to you, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
watched it two, three times. And there are some scenes I just skip through and just see people's like some dialogue delivery. It's incredible, the language and everything like that. But the fact that you mentioned that it was shot during COVID changes the entire perception that I had about the shooting and everything. Do you think participating in theaters and practicing acting in theaters helps a lot for you to be an actor?
Absolutely, because it gives you the courage to meet new people. The moment you met me before this interview started, you had a very,
Mhm.
oh my god, this guy is interesting, right? So
Yeah.
because we are so accustomed to this new thing of this strange thing of making communication. That is the taking the first step to make a communication, to empower yourself, being
Yeah.
a good public speaker. So theater gives you so
Speaker.
much of courage. It all the things which we learn in corporate training, actually, that we can teach people, because
Yeah.
we are so trained of learning things,
Yeah.
of meeting new people, of meeting people on stage, of doing making live characters, that this process is itself so interesting and amazing that we have played and we do so many of scene works, character walks, exercises, theater games, and also plays, that it prepares you for this thing, that whenever you get an opportunity, suppose the camera is on, I have to act, I have to change. If I'm angry, I have
Yeah.
to show an anger face, and
Yeah.
that that cannot be done only by showing anger. That can be
Yeah.
done by being, like this also, that yes, I'm angry on you. And
Yeah.
that is, that is that is the thing which we has made, that is the practice which we do every day, or now and then, that has made, that makes things easier for us. So theater
Right.
learning is really important, because when you do theater, your persona actually changes, because you get to learn so many things. And not only acting, I did I took very various jobs, being at the same time I was an actor. I also taught in different schools and colleges. I used to compose music, I used to write lyrics for theater production. I have translated and adapted stories into plays. I have written for National School of Drama diploma production. So they have done so many things at the
Wow.
same time, that I only didn't continue doing or taking acting projects at the same time, because I had to also earn my livelihood. And in India it's
Okay.
really difficult. I don't know about I know partially about, because I have also performed in US
Mhm.
while I was traveling with Meera Nayar's Monsoon Wedding. And I have seen the theater, I have seen how the people, but I have also seen it is also very those actors I have seen, the Broadway actors, they also do translation works, transcription works. So there was a friend, Savidu, in my team, who was from Sri Lanka, and he's now settled in US, and he's working in musicals. He used to transcribe, and while the show was on, he used to do transcription works. He used to in the rehearsals, and I was so amazed to see him, that I used to I there it was a reflection on me, that see, this guy is also doing, he's an actor, but at the same time, because he is not flooded with so many acting projects, he has to pay rents, he has to
Yeah.
pay checks, he has to
Yeah.
do. So at the same time, so these things, these opportunities actually build you as an actor, as a person,
Yeah.
human being at least, that
100%.
you've become confident in front of camera, because theater
Yeah.
makes you to learn life lessons actually.
No doubt. I never thought it from this perspective.
Yeah,
Theater for me was just people enacting a skit was something that I used to feel about it. But now it gives me a very different perception about it. Um, Also, now that you mentioned so many things about theater, what is it that makes it different from working in films?
just a technical difference, I believe, because theater you can do things so many times.
Okay, the
We
same
rehearse
skit
it.
you
Yeah,
rehearse
we
it a
rehearse
lot.
it,
Okay,
and we do 100 shows. But
right.
Lapata Ladies was done only once. It is
Okay,
like, it is now in their, it is an archive now, 100 years from now it will be the same. But in
right.
theater, 100 shows I do, I can do it differently. So I think this is a very technical difference,
Mm-hmm.
this is a
Technical.
technical thing. And in
Mm-hmm.
terms of characterization, I would say both are same, because both are
Yeah,
done for a horizontal frame.
right.
Just there is a difference, that there is a live audience in front of you, and here it is a camera. But and also there are similarities also, but in terms of differences, I think theater is more lively, and it is more, it has more life in it. In cinema,
Mm.
it It depends, it can change, because if I do a certain action in cinema, it is recorded, and when it is dubbed, when it is, the final output comes, maybe the voice which has been added, maybe the music which has been added, it can change something, it can create something else,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
Suppose, just to give an example from my movie, when they take me from the police station, and my henchman, they take me, and
Yeah.
I do this reaction that chhod be, I have to,
Yeah.
I have to take revenge, baat
Yeah.
karni hai, khatam kar, ruk
Yeah.
ja yaar, so I'm doing
Yeah.
that. In that particular moment, there is a funny sound which has been added, something like that, which has been added in the film. That wasn't
Yeah.
expected from me, because when
Mm.
I was shooting that scene, we were shooting it like it is just like beginning of a battle, or not a battle but a duel, or like I'll hit you,
Yeah.
I know, something like that.
Yeah.
But so when I saw it, it was, oh my god, it is so different, because the director feel that this particular section is a comic section, we have to deal it in a certain way. And
Yeah.
in theater, it is very different. Some, if I am saying something, if saying my dialogue, and suddenly there, a phone rings from a, in the audience, if someone's phone rings up, then we crack a joke, we relate
Yeah.
it with the life, we tend to
Yeah.
relate it with the life, we also involve them. It is just like a stand-up comedy. What's your name? In stand-up comedy, somebody
Yeah.
asks, what's your name? My name is
100%.
oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is like that, it is very, it
Mm.
has more life. And you can adapt things, you can you can be more spontaneous. In cinema also you can be spontaneous, but at the same time you have to, but there is no director there, the director is always there. In stage, the
Yeah.
director is always there in the rehearsal room. On, on stage there is no director.
There is no director.
So
Yeah.
so you, I mean, among, in terms of, you have to be in terms of your boundaries and in the direction of your director, but at the same time you're all alone. So these are the funny things which I have experienced. But yeah, technically it's very different, and it is a fun.
Yeah.
I believe, if you have done good theater, it is going to help you in films, because in films you have to be very quick. So
Yeah.
you just arrive on set, and assistant comes and he says, sir, the script has changed. Now the dialogues
Mm.
are this, and we are doing it in half an hour. So this adaptability of taking up new lines, suddenly you just
Yeah.
need to shift delete, you don't need to copy
Yeah.
paste, you just shift delete the other lines, these are the new lines, go ahead. And if you talk about television, my friends who do television, you know what they do, they just arrive on set. There's a friend of mine called Mohit. He told me that he
Mm.
literally arrives on set, and he gets the script, which is one page, one page, and it is like 1,000 words on a page, and he says we have to mug it up and deliver it in 20 minutes. So
Oh my
how
God.
entertaining and how exciting it is.
Yeah.
Hats off to those actors. Yeah.
It's not easy to mug up things, like
Yeah.
for me, it takes a lot. I thought that there would be some sort of a whiteboard or something with the scripts that will keep rolling, like where you can keep reading it or something. But if you have to mug up something and then speak and then act, remember the dialogues, put that expression, it's like a lot of things at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have written down a lot of things you have mentioned, and I would really like to discuss everything. But to start with, when you are doing a film, they will have a certain set of script for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
However, do you improvise on the the script that they have given, or it is exactly as per the expectation of the director? You work on your acting.
See, again, it depends on the director. If you are my
Okay.
director, and if we are doing a film right now, it depends
Mm-hmm.
how familiar I am with you, and
Okay.
how familiar you are also with the process of improvisation. At times,
Right.
the director who is filming the script, he or
Oh,
she is not confident about improvisation because they don't believe in improvisation, because they believe in script, that they
right.
follow the script. Like a person like Kiran Rao, she always follow the script, and since
Mm.
it was dialect based, it was I mean, it was based on Bihar and UP, and she doesn't hail from Bihar and UP, but she had this. Um, she always maintained that I have to follow the script. Not even a
Right.
single word she wanted to, switch.
Change a little. Oh, okay.
But I'm from Bihar, so I had got this confidence. Uh, I mean, the dialect coach was there, and she always used to maintain that, to to confirm from the dialect coach that if I had to switch lines, I had to take the
Mhm.
permission of dialect coach. So she follows
Oh,
that
okay.
particular process. At times we improvised, but that was very less. Maybe
Mhm.
if I'm working with Anurag Kashyap, or if I'm working with Tigmanchu Dhulia, I've heard that they improvise a lot. Also
Oh,
because they come from theater background. So it entirely depends. For me, if you will ask, I'll say that I'm an actor who works. I'm a director actor. If a director
okay.
asks me to improvise, I'll do that. If a director says strictly follow the process or follow the script, I'll do that. So it entirely depends on the director.
That's amazing. And also, you mentioned that you are a writer as well. And
Yeah,
I'm going way back from the beginning of the conversation,
yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. What do you enjoy about writing? And do you have any plans to write scripts for movies?
See, I basically the if you will ask specifically about writing, I would say I'm an occasional writer.
Okay.
See, I consider if you're a professional writer because when you have something to show to the world, I haven't published any books, neither I have any plans of doing it. But at the same time, sorry, if I have written plays, I have the plays which I have written have been showcased on the theater. People have watched it and they have liked it. I have written songs, it has been composed, I've done music for it. So in that ways I am an occasional writer, but people consider me as a professional writer. But right now I would say that yes, right now I'm writing a play, uh, and I'm also writing a script of a short movie, but I don't have any plans for it. But yeah, if things will fall in on its place, if I get good producers, or if I get a good actors at the same time, and if they like it too, they want to do it, definitely why not? Because I, I
Mm.
I want to learn the craft of writing per se, but I won't say that I'm a professional writer. But definitely, I'm in my leisure time. I always maintain that I keep on writing few things. Just to give you an example, right now, if you'll check on my Instagram, I'm putting every day I'm sketching and writing few things, writing a line on a sketch.
Okay.
So if you want, I can show it to
Yeah.
you as well. Just wait. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
it's
I noticed it. I have seen that.
yeah, yeah.
One thing, I'm really very grateful that we are having this conversation because I am an artist and I really love art in all sorts. You see that painting behind, wolf painting, I
Yeah,
did it
that
myself.
that that only motivated me to talk about
Yeah.
painting. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I never learned it. I self learned how to
Nice.
paint. I like writing, I write books. However, I feel there is nothing right or wrong in an art. So when you say that you write, but you're not a professional writer, there is no such thing that you're the
Yeah, yeah.
best or the worst. So um, probably it might have been inspired out of your day-to-day lives. What is the genre related to your writing? Is it romance? Is it sad? It is happy? What sort of
It
things
depends
you
on
write
my
about?
mood. I have
Okay.
At times I have written for my friends. A friend is
Okay.
very low, and maybe she was
Hmm.
looking love for her life. So I just have just written it on her beauty, that you're so beautiful that you
Oh,
just no, you don't no need to, look for for a lover to appreciate you. You have
yeah,
friends like
100%.
me. So I have written
Yeah,
something like that just to make, I
her
have,
happy.
yeah. And see, I've also written for on to my ex-girlfriends
Mm,
also. So and they, so in terms of, I'm very romantic at the same time.
yeah.
So writing, in that ways I have explored writing.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the same time, when I
Hey,
see, so if I see something, yeah, please hold that question, huh? So if I see something wrong happening in terms of politics, in terms of society, I definitely, there will be a status from my side that will reflect. So I help writing. I take writing as a tool to express myself, what I feel as an actor, being in this society, what I feel being loved by the people, what I feel being, when I see hatred, when I see communal violence or something like that, when I see a person, when I see a person who is studying in US from India and getting killed by a person, by a layman, I feel bad. When I see things
mm,
in Gaza, probably I have written um poems for children who have lost lives in Gaza Patti and Gaza strips, and in other places in Middle East countries. The things which is going right now, it is really uncertain. But yeah, we
100%.
don't have to be politic. There, that's the thing. That's the main thing which I like to underline here, is there is no point, when there is no point of being political and being apolitical, being
Mm,
Hindu or a Muslim. Being human is what is
100%.
very important, how you feel. And
Yeah.
I feel writing really helps me, because writing is a reflection. One of my friend really asked me, what in makes you uh, can you choose one? I said I cannot choose one, because I really love, enjoy doing acting. But I, at times, and most of the times, when I see, I have written something and I see a smile on a person, on a reader's face, I feel really content at that time. And I think that I have written it from my heart. So that is my child. So that is like
Mm,
that. So I'm very connected through writing. That's why I explore, because
yeah,
in Mumbai, you face, so in real life also you face so many rejections, that you have to keep
100%.
yourself always, upfront. And writing really helps me to, it is a shield. It protects
Yeah.
me from worries and troubles, and yeah. So,
Pen is mightier than sword, they say.
yeah,
Then
yeah,
that's
definitely,
true.
definitely.
100%. You probably started off with writing love letters and you reached all the way to the world issues. So it is a good thing. And in all religious things, I also believe that love is the biggest foundation of humanity, and that is the only thing people should remember and go forward than dividing each other based on what religion they belong to. Because last year, like 2 years ago, when I came to India and I wanted to visit a hospital, and when I was filling the hospital form, we had to write caste, religion, and I am not used to that anymore. And then I realized, like, yeah, it still exists, it still happens. So that is sad to see, and I hope that as and when the generation moves forward, we
Yeah,
don't split ourselves because of all these biased opinions and religious beliefs, but just under the same shelter, just believe in humanity and move forward. Having said that, do you enjoy reading literature?
of course, I really enjoy reading literature. And right now also, I'm reading a lot these days, because right now I'm literally free. I'm not doing shooting anything. So right now I'm reading a book called Arrow of God, written by Chinua Achebe. He's an African writer. So I had
Okay.
to finish that novel. At the same time, I'm also reading uh, a few Indian literature. So I keep on shifting. I at the same time I read a lot. So maybe in one day I'll read two books
Oh,
simultaneously. So right now I'm reading a book on Irfan Khan, the late
okay.
Irfan Khan actor. Irfan,
Mhm.
and I mean, these are those books are lying on my bookshelf. I'm literally looking at my bookshelf. There's a book called Kasap by Manohar Shyam Joshi, which I'm reading right now.
Mhm.
So these three books, and at the same time, there is an acting book by Prasanna, which I always
Okay.
flip around because I take workshops. So
Mhm.
I take it as an acting tool guide. So I always
Yeah.
flip the pages if I'm sitting in my room. I just
Mhm.
because I don't. That is a problem of me that I sleep less. So at times when I get up late at night, so I just go near my bookshelf, pick around any book, and just flip through the pages because I one thing which I really like and dislike about being in the present time is I was a literature student. I did English honors in my graduation, so I had this habit of reading. But since the mobile and this social media thing has arrived, that reading habit has lessened, and it has
Yeah.
declined. The reading habit has it has changed. The mobiles and the tabs and Kindle has
Yeah.
arrived also at the same time. So that reading habit has changed. So
Yeah.
I really don't like flipping through Instagram and all that, just because right now in India you just need to be very social, and
Mm.
suddenly this trend has come in, which is so bizarre that being an actor, you also have to have a set of followers in your account. You have to be social,
Yeah.
and people are also selecting actors based on that list of followers. That is really
Yeah.
because where is the intellect gone? If an actor is not intellect enough, if you don't need to be 100% literate to be an
Yeah.
actor. You just need to
Yeah.
be sensible, and you just need to know how to change emotions. So I think this is really sad, and I think all the actors who are looking forward to make a career in theater or movies, they should not leave the habit of reading, because
Right.
if you write, it is a plus. It is going to help you. if you don't if
Yeah.
you don't write, it is not a problem, but you need to read, because if you read, it is going to help you. It is going to develop your brain. It is not
Yeah.
going to take you anything. Maybe you will wear
Exactly.
sunglasses, your eyesight might go bad,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you will in you will have people will respect you for the intellect you will get from reading books. All those
Yeah.
actors, all the great actors, Irfan Khan, Shahrukh Khan, Aamir Khan, everyone, they are avid readers. As far as I know, I have
Yeah.
learned from.
100%.
They are good readers. Shahrukh Khan reads a lot. Every time you ask him what you're
Yeah.
reading, he must be reading a popular fiction. I don't follow
Yeah.
popular fiction, but I love literature. Uh,
Mm.
yeah,
You are working as a negative role currently. However, have you ever thought that you would want to be a hero instead of being a negative role? So when you started acting, was it always that you want to just be an actor of
yeah, yeah.
any role?
I think I never had any choices before I entered doing movies, because every time, see, I'm people in India, they literally cast you, do physical casting also in theater. They cast you if you, because I'm a short guy, and I have a quirky face, very curly hair guy boy, and I look funny. So I have all mostly I have done comic roles most of the times in theater, because I also do clowning. So people come with this experience that he is a very good clown. So use him as a clown rather than giving him characters like Othello, Iago. I never got meaty roles in theater. I only did side roles, smaller roles. Um,
Yeah.
so this is the first time which I mean,
You got a
and I
serious
didn't
role.
have, yeah, I got an opportunity to play a negative lead, and
Yeah.
I didn't have any option at that time, very frankly,
Mm-hmm.
because I said, I've already told you that we are doing it in COVID, and we didn't have any, job at that time. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, I was so happy that even if it's a negative role, let's do it. And also it is, see, why it is very important to work in a important movie, in a movie which is so important at current times, because women rights are really important anywhere, and certainly if you talk about places like Iraq or places like Middle East countries, women rights are, they are being discussed. There are protests going on, and back in
Yeah.
India as well, dowry system is also at peak, and now it has changed into, people don't ask you for money, they ask for gifts. So what gifts you
Yeah.
will give to my child if my son is
Yeah.
going to marry? So I think it was very important movie. It is very important movie right now, and it doesn't only talks about women rights. At the same time, it talks about man and woman relationships, the village life, their struggle, strifes, the corruption which is going in the police department, and so it's a
You
very
were
sweet.
corrupting.
Yeah, I was a part of that system. So I think I didn't have a privilege of selecting roles. So I think I enjoyed what I got, and I'm really happy. I don't I am looking forward to challenging roles. Maybe it is a hero or is a villain, it doesn't matter.
What do you think about the current state of Bollywood in terms of storytelling and innovation?
Right now I'm watching a movie called Maharaja. It's on
Oh,
Netflix.
wonderful movie. Wonderful
Yeah,
movie. I just watched it
since you are
yesterday.
also from South, so you will
Yeah.
understand. And so I always watch movies in their regional languages. So if a movie is, because I trust subtitles, I used to do subtitling at the same time, so I really trust the people who do subtitling. So trust the subtitles. At times I find subtitles, I pause it, and my wife is she says, why did you pause it? Because I said it is wrong translation. So he's like, watch a movie, man, don't watch subtitles, because I have to do I did subtitles, back in my struggling
Yeah.
days. I used to do
Yeah.
subtitle work. So I can, I was an editor also, so I can quickly
Pick the mistake. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
proofread. I'm very good at proofreading
Yeah.
things. So I was like, so right now watching a movie called Maharaja, and I am not a Vijay Sethupathi fan, but when I saw him, he is doing a very serious role. And please watch that movie whenever you get time. But he's doing it in a very funny way, which is very funny for me. And
Yeah.
he's just silent,
Yeah.
and you just get. And there are other films which I want to watch, like Manjuman Boys, which it is very
Oh
famous
my
these
God.
days.
So good it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. But I watched a movie last year which was some kitchen. What is that movie? There is a film called Some Kitchen. I am forgetting that. It is
Great
very
Indian
good. Great Indian Kitchen,
Great
I think.
Indian
Great.
Kitchen.
No,
Great Indian.
it. Yeah, I
No.
think Great Indian Kitchen. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
I
It
think
is
that.
Great
Yeah.
Indian Kitchen. Oh my
Hmm.
God, that and that girl, she has done such a good job. Yeah, in terms of storytelling, yes, they are innovating a lot. I'm really enjoying it. The movies which I'm watching currently right now, though at times I feel really bored because I think few of the content they are not innovating, but the south industry is literally coming up with entertaining things with innovative.
100.
They shoot it innovative way. The thing which really changed films like Bahubali or
Yeah.
RRR. I'm not a Bahubali or a RRR fan, not at all. But basically, it changed that how your vision can change into reality. That
Right.
so if
Yeah, you're
Raja
thinking
Mouli,
something, yeah,
yes,
and then to make that as a movie, it takes a
yes,
lot. And
it takes a lot.
actually, it's good that you mentioned about South Indian movies. Like there are some Malayalam movies that I
Mm.
recently started to watch, and I am amazed by their cinematography, their
Yes,
storytelling, and everything like that. And I
yes,
think
yes,
these days it's very rare, like movies like Lapata Ladies, 12th Fail, Kota Factory, and things like that. There are some exceptions currently in the Bollywood which I like to watch. But then otherwise, I prefer watching Malayalam movies so much because their heroes need not don't look like heroes. Like they are somebody as common as you and me, and they can
mm.
be the lead role,
Yeah,
and that
yes, that's
simplicity
what.
itself is something that I like
Exactly.
in
Thanks
South
a lot
Indian
for
movies.
putting across that point, because that's why
Yeah,
I chose I mentioned about Maharaja, because it was
right.
so simple. He's a barber.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and just I don't want to kill the surprise uh,
yeah.
of you
I
for you.
watched it.
Oh, you watched
I
it.
watched it.
Then
I liked
then I
it so
can talk
much.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
he's a barber, and he has got
right.
a very. He's a he. I mean, such a simple man,
Yeah,
and he has transformed himself. He is a celebrity out there. But
right.
see, this is. I think initially you asked some question about being a celebrity and an actor. So I learned from him that being a celebrity, how can you just keep your integrity intact?
I have a African friend over here, and he tells me that he watches Malayalam movies, and he will be like, "You watched Vikram,
See.
you watched that," and I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like people are getting crazy. And right now, Indian film industries, the culture, everywhere around the world, Indians are at top.
Right now I have seen so many foreigners or foreign actors in the audition rooms here, because they want to work in Indian web series and Indian films. So the trend is actually changing. Something
Yeah.
like so the web series like there is a Unkahi for web
Okay.
series, which was really trending these days. Oh, there is a web series called Kohora on Netflix.
Okay. I
Kohora.
have not watched that. I will watch that.
Yeah, watch that web series. I think,
Nice.
yeah. So I think I gave you the answer of your question. But yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
100%. Yeah.
I think really great that the trend is changing. And just to add to it, because it's an interview, I want to work in South movies, because few people
For sure.
tell, yeah, few people told me that you look like a South Indian. So I want to work
Yeah.
in Telugu and Malayalam movies. Definitely, I want to learn that language basically. Also Marathi. Yeah.
So for you, now if I say something in Kannada, will you be
Mm,
able to act? So let's do it this way. Okay. I'll
mm.
tell you a sentence and I'll tell you what emotion it is. You have to probably do say the same sentence in three different
Okay.
emotions, whichever emotion you wanna. Okay.
Do I have
What
to write
sentence can
something?
I? No, just just a very short.
Okay.
So, Neevu,
Neevu,
Neevu, Neevu,
Neevu,
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
he
He,
Giddiri, yeah,
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
Giddiri.
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ? So this means how are you? Basically,
Okay.
that's it. But you have to tell how are you like, okay, I don't care, like just have to say for the sake of saying, or
Okay.
like you can just use whichever emotions you can. Let's see this.
ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ? ನೀವು ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ?
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're gonna get a call from Kannada film industry. Crazy. Oh, this is fun. See, I have zero acting skill. All I can do is laugh. When I was studying over here, I had some friends who were in film production. So they wanted me to act for a short film, what they were doing. And I had to act like I'm surprised, like I'm shocked. Somebody's gonna shoot at me. And I'm like, I don't know how. I just started laughing, and they had to cut that scene and they had to show something else. And that is when my respect towards actors increased. Like, you have to feel that you are that person. You have to stop worrying how you're gonna look. You have to
Hmm.
stop thinking about
Yeah,
everything else and just be that person. So it
definitely.
takes a lot. And if somebody comes and tells me that I have to be a negative role, and then you have to uh, go to a police station and then say that i I lost my wife, oh my god, I would have started laughing. And when that person in front of you is laughing, you still have that serious face. So
Yeah,
it takes a lot of practice, of course, I guess,
you
or
just need to be aware, and you just need to focus. What is your right
yeah.
focus? Just to, there was a list of questions which also which you had sent me on Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
and you
Yeah.
had asked that, I don't know where you're asking. Just I'm just adding it to
Yeah.
it. So there was there was a question, when did you meet Amir Khan? So I met Amir Khan once, twice
Mm-hmm.
I guess, and once when I met him, it was on the final day of my shooting Lapata Ladies on the sets, and he literally came, like he came in and he just sat in the actual set where we were shooting the last scene. In that particular scene which you are right now talking about, when he says
Mm-hmm.
hua ka, and I was like, bibi kho gaya hai hamara. So I'm entering, so two of my henchmen are there. So Amir Khan enters in the middle of the rehearsal, and before the rehearsal is beginning, he enters and he sit quietly on his chair,
Mm-hmm.
and he's somewhere right on my right side, and I'm look just, he's on my peripheral view, and I'm just looking at him. I'm just focusing on director, and the director was sitting right in front of me. He was somewhere here, and I didn't have the courage to literally lift my eyes and look at him, because if I would have done that, my focus would have been like that, action, yes, like that. So
Yeah.
so I asked my friends and the henchmen, please focus on the director, we'll do the scene and then we'll meet sir. They were like, no,
Yeah.
no, we should first meet him, he is a star, he'll get offended. I said, no, don't worry, we are not we'll do the rehearsal, and if you are doing it, you can go, but I am not going to go anywhere, because if I'll meet him, I may get conscious that he has arrived, and in front of him I have to do the scene. Then I will
Right.
get, no, my conscious energy will get affected, and then because I was
Yeah.
conscious as a character, so I am not going to help, that is not going to help my character.
Yeah.
I guess he was so humble to see that as well. And when we did that, the rehearsal, he stood up and he said, hi, what's your name? I said Bhaskar and all. Okay, you guys carry on, I just came to watch the rehearsal, it is going great. Okay, bye bye. That was a short meeting, but that meeting was so professional, that was so entertaining. Later on,
Mm.
few people went in inside his vanity to take selfies. I still didn't have don't have any selfie or photo, but I think I'm just waiting for more conversations, and more definitely the right time will come when I'll meet him and
Yeah.
share the experience. Yeah.
You are someone like Nawazuddin Siddiqui and everybody, like how they emerge and then they are like favorites of a lot of them. I really hope that you grow and have your own legacy of your own. But then, being very specific, what kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind in the acting industry?
Legacy, I don't understand the real meaning of legacy actually, because
Mm-hmm.
for me, legacy is the legacy of great actors should continue. The
Right.
legacy of spreading love and laughter should continue. I do
Mm-hmm.
clowning, so I always
Right.
maintain that I when I go to clowning classes, I give red nose to my students, and I just say that the legacy of clowning should continue, because see, if we are doing it for love and laughter, then it's going to help us. If it's not sharing love and laughter, then making movies, doing this podcast doesn't makes any difference. So
100%.
yeah, so I think right now I'm not at that point. I haven't arrived that point to answer this question. But I would say that yes, the legacy of good works, the legacy of good acting, clowning, and spreading love and laughter should continue. So I'm just giving a very generalized answer right now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think like we covered a lot, and then I hope we interview again when you actually create the legacy that you do not know right now, but you will definitely, because you are someone I really feel would go a long way, because you are very focused, you know what you're doing, you are headstrong, you love reading, you love writing, you do clowning workshops. There are so many things in your bucket, and somebody who is very hardworking and determined, nobody can stop them. So I am truly honored that you gave me an opportunity to talk to you right now. And in future, when you become a really big superstar, I would just show this podcast episode to people that you see. There was a time I got an opportunity to be talk to someone really very great. So thank you so much. We
Thanks a lot.
literally spoke for I think 1.5 hour almost,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
time just passed by. I didn't even realize.
It's so very very sweet of you and Nikhil of doing this collaboration, because and it makes it I have to believe that the world is very small, though we are you're very far away from each other, but it's just you just call away from each other. And I'm really glad that I got this opportunity to speak about my wife, my life.
And your wife.
So and my Lapata wife. So yeah, I really enjoy these fumbles in interviews,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's really sweet. Thanks to your team for being patient, and I'm really glad that we did it, because after this, as I told you, I will be getting busier, and I was also very excited of doing this podcast. So I'm really hope to do it again sometime in near future, and hopefully I will be able to answer the legacy question then.
100%. Wow. What a powerful episode this was. I'm gonna
Thank
sit
you.
and go back and see or listen to our conversation again and again. And I really want to meet you in person when I come back to Mumbai, probably by
Definitely.
next year, if you are free and available at that time. And hopefully, we can sit and then talk more about professions and acting and things like that, and
Definitely. Definitely.
probably watch some movies. Thank you so much for your time, and
Thanks.
I really hope you can have your breakfast. I believe right now, maybe it is a
No, it's a
brunch.
lunchtime.
Yeah,
Brunch, yeah.
lunchtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right then. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.